Hello everyone. So my name is Aditi Gupta and I'm a computer science engineer. I'm based out of Mumbai and I did my graduation in 2014 from Jabalpur Engineering College. It's in Madhya Pradesh and it is third best college of MP. And after my graduation in 2014, I completed my graduation and then I served for 2 years in TCS, that is Tata Consultancy Services, as a software engineer. Thereafter, I chose my career path as a teacher, and since then, from past 4 years, I'm working as a teacher. Okay, so this was my professional background. Apart from that, I also believe that I am an artist and I do artworks like painting. So I would like to project some of my artworks to you all. Let's have a look. So these are few of my artworks. Hope you all like it. I personally believe that a person should always have a hobby and he or she should always pursue it. He should always take out time for your hobbies. You should always take out time for your hobbies. Okay, so that was about me. Now we'll start today's topic for discussion, and that is a very, very, very important topic of physics: force. Okay, so we'll discuss what is force. We all have heard about force, but what exactly is force? How we define force? In our earlier classes, जब हम छोटे थे, we all have heard, we all have studied, we all have learned this definition of force. What it is? The pull or push is called force. The pull or push is called force. But is it the complete definition of force? Do you feel is it right to say pull or push is called force? Yeah, it is right. But is it complete? What do you think? क्या इतना ही है फोर्स या इससे ज्यादा हमें कुछ बोलना चाहिए फोर्स के बारे में? फिजिक्स में फोर्स एक बड़ी चीज है और लाइफ में हमेशा बड़ी चीजों के लिए हमें थोड़ा तो ज्यादा बोलना पड़ता है. तो हम क्या बोल सकते हैं फोर्स के बारे में? और सोचो, let's think about it. What else we can say about force? सोचो, let's have a quick view. What do you think about this diagram? What is happening over here? A person is kneading a dough. A person is kneading a dough. आटा गूंदा जा रहा है. But what exactly is happening? Why we are discussing this diagram in force? What is happening over here? A person is applying force to the dough and the dough is changing its shape. Mind it, ध्यान रखिए, डो का शेप चेंज हो रहा है by applying force. So what we can say, by applying force, the shape of the object gets changed. What happens? By application of force, shape, very, very, very important, shape gets changed, right? Okay. Next, here, what is happening? A person is pushing the sofa. Initially, the sofa was in the state of rest. Sofa अपनी जगह पर रखा हुआ था. What happened? That person applied force to it. The sofa has changed its state of rest. Now it is in state of motion. So what is happening by applying force to the sofa? The state of the body gets changed. So अगर बॉडी रेस्ट पे है और हम उस पर फोर्स अप्लाई करते हैं तो उसका स्टेट ऑफ रेस्ट चेंज हो जाता है. द बॉडी कम्स इन द पोजीशन ऑफ मोशन, राइट? अगर हम किसी मूविंग बॉडी पर फोर्स लगाते हैं तो हम उसे रोक सकते हैं. वी कैन चेंज द स्टेट ऑफ मोशन ऑफ द बॉडी एज वेल. वी कैन मेक द बॉडी कम टू रेस्ट. सो by applying force, the state is getting changed. The state of the body is getting changed, right? So now can you define force? अभी भी हम यही बोलेंगे क्या? Pull or push is called as force? No. Now we are in higher classes and our definition should be complete and appropriate. So let's see now how we will define the force. Right? A force is that physical cause. Mind it, physical cause. A force is that physical cause which changes or tends to change either the size or shape or the state of rest or motion of the body. We have seen through the example, a force can change the shape or size of the body. हमने देखा कि डो का shape change हो रहा था by the application of force, as well as the force was able to change the state of rest or motion of the sofa, right? So by remembering those two examples, we can definitely give a complete definition of force, and this is it, right? A force is that physical cause which changes or tends to change either the shape or size or the state of rest or motion of the body. Okay? Now we'll see what are the types of force, right? Force के क्या types होते हैं? Depending upon how we are applying the force, हम force कैसे लगा रहे हैं, depending upon that we have two types of forces. Okay, let's see what are those. First one is contact force. First one is contact force, and second force is non-contact force. Okay, so we'll discuss this in details, but as the name suggests, contact force is something in which the bodies has to be in physical contact with each other to exert force on each other, right? And non-contact force is the one in which need not to be bodies, need not to be in physical contact. They can be distance apart and still the force exists between them. Okay, let's see it with an example. Here, what is happening? A person is striking the coins with a striker, right? As the person strikes the coins with the striker, what happens? The striker makes the contact with the coins and the coins gets moved. The state of rest of coins is changing, right? By applying force. But what happens after a certain time? The coins come to at the state of rest. The coins come at rest. Why this happens? क्यों हम कैरम बोर्ड में हमेशा पाउडर डालने की बात करते हैं? Why do we put powder on the carom board? To reduce the friction so that the coins can move easily on the carom board, right? Here, because of the friction, all the coins are scattered and gets placed at a certain position. You can see in the diagram, right? So that is force of friction, right? Force of friction is an example of contact force where the physical contact is necessary. The physical contact of coins with the carom board is necessary, right? This is an example of contact force. Let us see one more example. Here, you all have seen spring, right? Here, a block of certain mass is suspended with a spring, right? You all can see that. Now, the mass, the weight of the block is acting downwards, right? But the spring is not letting the block come down. It is holding on to the block. What it is? Now the spring and the block are in contact, are in physical contact with each other, and the spring is exerting certain force on that block so that the block should not fall down. Which type of force is it? It is a contact force, and the name of this force is spring force. Okay, so spring force is an example of contact force. So now can we define contact force? Yes, why not? Obviously, the force which acts on a body when they are in physical contact with each other is called contact force. Okay, so we have seen certain examples of contact force. They are frictional force, we have seen it, spring force, Normal reaction force is also a type of contact force as well as tension force. Okay, we'll see these types of forces in details. What are these? How do they act? How do we make diagram for them? Okay, so next category of force was non-contact force. Now we'll see non-contact force with some examples. What is happening over here? We all have seen a magnet. What is the property of a magnet? Magnet attracts magnetic material like iron, cobalt, and nickel. Right here, what is happening? This magnet is attracting the screw towards it, right? But the screw and the magnet were not in physical contact with each other. There was a certain distance between them. But what happened? As soon as the screw came into the vicinity means nearby distance, to that magnet, the magnet attracted that screw, right? So here, initially there was no physical contact, but still, because of the force acting between them, the bodies came into physical contact, right? This is an example of non-contact force. This is magnetic force. We all have seen it. We all have observed it in our day-to-day life. Let's see another example of non-contact force. Our solar system, right? What happens? Because of the force of gravitation, the planets revolve around the sun, right? Because of this force of attraction between sun and the planet, they revolve around the sun, right? Now again, the planets and the sun are not in physical contact with each other. They are very much apart from each other. There's a large distance between them, but still the force exists between them, right? This type of force is an example of non-contact force, right? And what is it? It is the gravitational force. Okay, so gravitational force is also an example of non-contact force. So can we define non-contact force now? Yes, why not? So what is it? The force experienced by bodies, even with being not being physically touched with each other, is called non-contact force. Okay, I'll show it to you. The forces experienced by bodies even without being physically touched are called the non-contact force. What are the examples of non-contact force? We have seen it. Gravitational force, magnetic force, electrostatic force. Again, all these force we will study in details. Okay, so I hope you understood what is force, the exact definition of force, and what are the types of force. That's it for today's class. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the lecture. Thank you everyone.